So hi and welcome to the next session of painting portrait of Catherine Hepburn. I'll just share the picture I'm working from. Still in the very early stages. So there we are, there we have like a classic picture of Catherine Hepburn, but it does capture, her younger self. Of course, she lived to a massive age of 98, an incredible human being. And so I'm using a black and white photo, and I will proceed. So yeah, I've got some more paint. I've got usually I'll work on, I'll be working with like the primary colours quite often. But for this particular painting, so I've kind of got the primary colours. I've got yellow, red and reds really, without the blues. As you can see, it just seems the theme of the painting's going that way at the moment. This is the underpainting, the acrylic underpainting, and the oils. It could wear a change. And I'm using a different palette. These are quite useful. You can pick them up. They've sort of got a plastic finish off them, so you can scrape the paint off into a pot and use it again. It's just easier to get sort of tone mixes on there. I used the tub on the first video, but this time I'm just going a little bit further into trying to get the placement of everything. So I'm now going to be looking at the photo that I showed you earlier. Like I say, I don't pay too much reference to it, just enough to get the composition at this point, and a fair idea of Catherine Hepburn in this case. So here we go. Plenty of water on my brush. My first instinct is just to put a little yellowy bit of paint. I just want to put a bit in the top left-hand corner. So the thing is, wherever you put paint on the canvas, it has an impact on everything else. So it's really easy to get so absorbed by like the features of the face, you forget really. So I'm just going to try some different stuff. And also you can use the rest of the canvas. It's about the congruency and the harmony, the colour harmony throughout the whole painting. So I'm just going to put some bits of paint around the edge here. What's interesting is it's an old canvas, so it's naturally kind of yellowed. And I sort of like that, but of course I need to get some paint on it. And then I can adjust this with the oil paint. And it makes a nice base for the paint to sit on. So I'm just oranges. I don't know, I was thinking last night, like you do, you think of lots of things while you're painting across your mind about what you'd like to do with the painting, etc., where it could be set. I just immediately felt the colour change of this. It kind of reminded me of like the Wild West or something. Yeah, so there we go. I've got some yellows and siennas in there. Right, now I'm going to go back to the burnt umber. You see, I've got 3 brushes I'm using today. The one I had last night really working. So I've got a little one, tried and tested old little one to make some of these dark marks again. Because I need to have a close like I say, some of these important marks, like the nose and the mouth and the eyes, you can't do them enough, really. You can do them, change them, do them, change them, do them, but it's like the key to the whole personality of the painting is it's so eventually I'm going to get some real bright reds on these lips, but there's no need for that yet. It's sort of, this is burnt sienna now. It's so much her identity, really. It's her mouth and that wonderful voice. Of course, I can't paint her voice, but wonderful accent voice. An incredible history and childhood. Yeah, just get these more shadow there. Of course, I go home and I'm seeing it in the speed. Do to sort of move it on. This is the way I am. Kind of different. I'm going to quite leave it behind. I was excited to get back and start painting it again. It's nice to get away from my big project because I was going to. It means I can approach that again in a fresher light. That's a good thing for anybody who's watching who is an artist. You know, it's always good to have a few things on the go, not too many things on the go, which is can be my weakness. If you have too many things on the go, like I have at the moment, it's really easy not to do anything as thoroughly as you need to, because you've always got something else to move on to. And that's kind of where I trip up. You know, if you're doing art as a business in particular, there's loads of work to be done that's you know, might not suit you so well. But unless you've got a whole bundle of money, which I certainly haven't, then you know you've got to do it to start with until you get more money. So I do intend to get more money, but I haven't got it yet. So anyway, there's lots of work to be done, and if you take your eye off the ball, you can forget how to do it, and you have to learn it all over again. So it's best just to keep doing a bit every day. I'm doing this. I'm doing this as well because I was doing a lot of videos, and then I got involved with this big project. I kind of lost it. Right, so spread. Oops, really want to do that yet. Right, okay, what's crucial is the width of the nose. There's something coming back to the nose, it's always tricky. So important. And the nose in particular. opening about acrylic, few layers on, try things out, have a look. The impact of the light and the dark, you don't actually have to move anything. You just put some lights and dark in there, you can see whether it's working. Don't try and plan it all out because it will just dispirit you, basically. The best thing to do is just put some paint on there, be brave, have a go, and learn from it. And that's all we're doing. Every time we paint, we're learning something new. Like this. I'm doing things this time. Every time I do a painting, I'm doing something new. I've got a sort of method, but that method's changing all the time. It just gives me a path to follow, really. But actually what's going on is a lot of problem solving. So I've got a problem, I need to solve it. I've got a problem, I just need a solution. Problem, solution. Without getting involved with the solution is just to carry on painting, keep putting paint on until you start to really get this something to do with this relationship. Every time you're looking at the subject, you're putting new information into your consciousness. But where people can go wrong, where it's easy to go wrong, is you can become too fixated on what you think you see rather than what you see. I'm not alone in saying this. I think many artists have echoed similar thoughts. All of this work, so all of this preparatory work is just you're building a relationship with what you're doing. And that's really useful. So already I can see that this here oh, good. Nice bit of dark under there, dark and light. All about dark and light. It never stops being about dark and light. Talking of light, I've got a studio light which is shining on the wet paint. So really, I'm going with this. So we've got her mouth, we've got her relationship between the mouth, her eye, the nose, and beautiful, strong structure. So we'll go behind the camera and have a look. So the mouth, you see, is already starting to show. It's pretty good to paint also. It's really good to work around them. Start to moving more subtle marks are really good practice for when I get on the oil paints. Yeah, and there's some nice tones even from the acrylics. Well, even for the acrylics. That's a beautiful place. Fantastic painting. Um, Great lover of oils, and I'm very new. I'm very just really attracted to is oil paint. Acrylics. Nose. Hair. So what happens the more you look, opens your eyes to what you see. You start to see all these little marks of practices through, and then you where the subtlety ways that really capture. Great. So I'm quite happy with the way this is going. Yeah, that's really, that's great. So the first thing we need to do is like fall in love with our painting and see that it's got a future. Now, if that takes you a few days or even a few weeks, whatever it takes to fall in love with it, go there. Just keep going till you fall in love with it. If you have moments where you really don't fall in love with it, it's all part of the process. Please don't worry about it. It's all part of the process. So I'm just going to grab some here. So that's some, uh, no, I'm just going to grab some paint from over here. It's all going to go at the stuff, which I really like the blues with the paint. Like I say, it reminds me of like a western. I'm going to put some more blue on here. It's a wash, really. See, and it's cerulean blue acrylic paint. And it's sort of going green because I've still been using like yellows and stuff right next to it. It's pale blue, which be really effective. I just want to get some more of the colour on there. Check it out, basically. I can just get really lots of water and acrylic paint as the base for the oils. So if I've got straight to the shoulder, it's something like this. How high is the shoulders going? So the shade's going right up to there, but there is difficult to see in the photograph, to be honest. So this will adjust. Now shoulders and stuff always, I don't define them straight away because it depends what's happening with the colour harmonies here because it has an impact. The colour harmony here and there has an impact on the colour harmony coming in there to, I don't want anything overpowering anything else. I just want to have an idea that I'm going the right way with the colours before I get to put any oil on here. So, and the way to tell if you're happy with the colours is if there's anything that just seems completely abnormal. So, I mean, I put some blue here and already I was thinking this shoulder line was too strong and too high. And, you know, this is much more like it. Actually, even on the photograph, it's very soft. I think softness is what I need. So looking at the background, I'm kind of wondering whether to go for a very light I'll just put some more tones in now. get another bit of paint, which is try to try a tiny bit of grey, basically. A little bit of grey, that's just with black and white in the background. See, grey would really set the rest of the picture off really well. Like I say, I'm working from a black and white photo, so it's up here. See what it does. Just a bit, some water, wash it around, and get some white. With acrylics, I find there's always only a white. Use put some grey across here at the top, run it around. It doesn't need to be dark grey. Seeing if it can set off these colours really nicely. Remember, I'm putting oils on top. I can change mine completely, and I've done that on many occasions with my paintings. But grey is never gonna mess things up. It's quite easy to put stuff on top of it. But if you were to do the background with bright red, for example, acrylic, it's very difficult to get rid of that bright red. Whatever oil you've got on top, it'll be impacted by that red. Now, sometimes that's really, really useful. In this case, I think not. So the more that you paint and the more paintings that you do, you start to trust your instincts and just follow your instinct. So my instinct was grey here, because grey goes nicely with the blue, it goes nicely with the pink. No, I've noticed they really set each other up nicely. Whereas I've already got yellows and reds in the rest of the painting, the grey may well come off the out of it, sitting there. Right, let's have a look at that grey. What does it do? So, what does that do? Yes, I think the grey will be really, really nice. Of course, it's still wet and the light's shining on it from where I'm seeing, whether you see that or not. So, there we go. That's another session. That's a session, a really good short session. And it's quite normal for me to get to this point, and then I just want it to dry off. Yes, she's looking really lovely, isn't she? Already. So yeah, you can see where this shoulder could drop down here. It's going to be better than having it up there. And you can see more of the shirt, the neck here. I just want to have a bit of a neckline, but not overdo it. This side of where the ear is and this side of the head, I find it always comes later. I've got a tendency to push this side of the painting a bit over too much, which it is a little bit, but I know it's a habit that I have to push this side of the face, just these eyes, just a bit out, a bit too far across. But it's okay. The general feel, it's difficult for you to see the greys on there, but they're really looking congruent with the whole piece. So there we have it. There's part, 3, I think. Still on the acrylics, I think. Another couple of goes with acrylics, and then we go on to the oils. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ptlart.com. And I've got paint on my face. Thanks very much.